The Frankenstein or Bride of Frankenstein cake. First, you start with your green icing. You want to open it about the width of your thumb. Give it that hole enough room that you can get enough icing on your cake. Then you're going to unwrap the cake and put a little bit of icing down on the board to make it stick. Put the cake face down, pull the parchment off, and then put a layer of icing all through the middle. You're going to use your spatula to flatten that out. Now use it more like a snow plow, where you tilt the spatula side to side to actually make that frosting move. You don't want to go horizontal or it'll act just like a machete instead of a snow plow. All right, now we're going to put that top layer on, upside down again, pull that parchment off, and next we're going to do a crumb layer. You're only going to put enough icing to make a nice kind of cookies and cream looking layer on the outside of the cake. It doesn't have to be pretty, just glop it on there. You're going to smooth it all around just enough to lock down those crumbs because you're going to use it as glue. It's going to glue all those little crumbs down so that they don't pop up in your finished icing. You do want to make this smooth. Go ahead and get your board nice and clean up any mess on the board or on the turntable that you might have made. All right, so now wipe off your spatula, get all those crumbs gone. Now you're going to take your frosting and make a nice little swirl around the cake. Notice I have kind of a thick hole, so I left a little room in between. Smooth it all down. Right now you're just getting the frosting distributed. You're not trying to smooth it yet. All right, now go around the cake several times trying to get that smooth. The top, you don't have to worry about too much because that's where the hair is going to go. But you're going to pull the icing in from the side to the middle, and that's going to give you a little bit of a cleaner corner. Don't worry too much about making it too smooth again because the hair is just going to go there. All right, now the fondant. We're going to unwrap this guy. You're going to save about half of it for the hair, and then you're going to take what's left of that half and make that into thirds. Take one of those thirds, clean up the board, take one of those thirds, pull it in half, and roll those into a little bit of round, and then flatten them, stick them into the frosting. Then the other two pieces that are there, you're going to make kind of a conical shape. And so it's going to be kind of bullet shaped. It's going to have a little point on it, and that point goes into the cake. All right, so now take that black frosting. You're going to make a small hole. So just nip it right at the end. If you make the hole too small, you can make it bigger. But if you make that hole too big, you can't go back and make it smaller. So start small. Then you're going to put the eyeballs on and the face. You can make any face you want. A little bit of green eyelids there, and then a little scar. Now you can go back, if you're going to do Bride of Frankenstein, you can put in the eyelashes at this moment, but you can't go back after this, after you make the hole bigger. All right, clean up the tip a little bit so you don't make too much of a mess on your scissors. Cut the tip open just a little bit wider, not much. You're going to give it a nice cut and then some vertical cuts to give the hair texture. You're going to do 2 to 3 of those vertical cuts. Then make a practice swipe, squeeze hard and reduce your pressure. Make a practice swipe and you're ready to go. Start on the front so that you know where your bangs are going to be, and then just work your way around the sides and over the top and back and around. It's going to take a little bit. I'm going to skip over that part just for interest of time. Go in, fill it all in. If you have some bald spots, you can go back and fill in those bald spots, or leave a bald spot, whatever you want to do. You can smooth out any spots that you've not made really smooth, and then roll yourself a little worm of fondant. I did 3 for her little white stripe, but you can do about whatever you want. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great day.